Imagine feeling a strange heaviness on one side of your face, or a sudden weakness in your arm, and not knowing why. At first, you might think it's just fatigue, stress, or even a weird muscle spasm. But what if I told you that these small, almost invisible changes could be warning signs of a stroke, showing up to 72 hours before it happens? This is not just theory. These signals are your body's way of sending urgent alerts. Ignoring them can be extremely dangerous. Most people brush them off as minor, thinking it will pass, but time is critical. Acting immediately can save your life and prevent serious long-term damage. In the next few minutes, we'll cover 5 major signs that your body may show just hours before a stroke strikes. These aren't obvious symptoms that appear suddenly. They are subtle shifts in your body's normal function. Your face, your arms, your eyes, and even your balance. But before we go into the deep details, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I want to know from you, which of these warning signs have you felt in your body so far? Let me know in the comments so we can create a dedicated video for your specific situation. Recognizing them early is absolutely crucial, because waiting could have serious consequences. Some signs are sudden, some develop gradually, but all of them are warnings you cannot afford to ignore. Stay focused through this video. Each sign we discuss is a chance to spot trouble before it's too late. By understanding and noticing these early warning signals, you can take immediate steps to protect yourself or someone you care about. Number 5. Facial drooping is often the first and most visible sign of an impending stroke. You may notice one side of your face looks lower than the other, or your smile appears uneven. Sometimes the affected side may feel numb, tingly, or weak. You might not even realize it immediately because the change can be very subtle at first. This symptom happens because a stroke affects the nerves controlling facial muscles. When blood flow to part of the brain is blocked or reduced, the brain cannot send normal signals to the muscles on one side of the face. As a result, that side may sag or fail to move as usual. Even talking or blinking can feel different. Many people confuse facial drooping with tiredness, stress, or even natural asymmetry in the face. But the difference is that stroke-related drooping appears suddenly and may progress quickly over hours. You may notice that when trying to smile or raise your eyebrows, one side doesn't respond properly. If you notice this, don't wait or try to ignore it. Even if it disappears after a few minutes, it could be a temporary sign of a TIA, transient ischemic attack, often called a mini-stroke. These warning signs are serious indicators that your brain's blood flow is compromised, and immediate medical evaluation is essential. Facial drooping can be subtle enough that only a close friend, family member, or your own careful observation will catch it. To check yourself at home, try smiling or showing your teeth in front of the mirror. Notice if one side seems uneven or less responsive. Recognizing this early is crucial. Acting quickly by calling your doctor or emergency services can reduce the risk of long-term damage and even save your life. Facial drooping isn't just a cosmetic change. It's your body's urgent signal that something serious is happening internally. Number 4. Sudden arm weakness. Now you're reaching for a cup of water or trying to lift your phone, and suddenly one arm feels heavy, sluggish, or unresponsive. It's not muscle soreness from yesterday's activity. It's an unexpected weakness that catches you off guard. This sudden arm weakness is one of the earliest warning signs of a stroke, and recognizing it immediately can make all the difference. When a stroke starts to develop, blood flow to a part of the brain is blocked, and the nerves controlling your muscles can't function normally. The result is that one arm may drift downward when you try to raise both arms, or it might feel numb and strange. Even your hand grip may weaken, making simple tasks like holding a mug feel difficult. The scary part is how subtle it can be at first. You might notice only a slight difference in arm strength, and it may come and go for hours. Many people ignore it, thinking it's just fatigue or overuse, but these early signals are your body telling you something urgent is happening inside your brain. The best way to check at home is simple. Try lifting both arms straight in front of you. If one arm drops involuntarily or feels heavier, treat it as an emergency and call your doctor immediately. Don't wait for pain or other symptoms to appear. Early recognition and rapid action can reduce long-term damage and improve recovery outcomes dramatically. Even small signs of weakness can be critical. Your body's sudden inability to move one arm properly is a red flag you cannot afford to ignore. Combine this awareness with other symptoms we're discussing, and you have a real chance to act before it's too late. Remember, the subtlety of the symptom doesn't make it less dangerous. Treat any unexpected arm weakness as an urgent signal and seek medical attention right away. Quick intervention is key. Number 3, sudden vision blur. Imagine looking at something and suddenly it blurs, grays out, or becomes hard to focus with one or both eyes. It isn't eye fatigue from reading or a screen. It's a sudden vision change that could appear hours before a stroke. This unexpected blur is your body's way of signaling that blood flow in your brain or optic nerves may be compromised. Vision blur can happen in different ways. A gray cloud might pass across your field of view. Objects may appear distorted, or one side may become harder to see. Some people notice this while driving, walking, or even just sitting still. The sudden loss or distortion is alarming and should never be ignored. The reason it happens is that the stroke temporarily limits oxygen and nutrient delivery to areas of the brain that control vision. Even if the episode lasts only a few minutes, it's a sign that your brain isn't functioning normally and that a larger stroke could occur soon. Many dismiss this symptom as just tired eyes or dryness, but the timing is crucial. Sudden vision changes, especially combined with other symptoms like facial drooping or arm weakness, are strong indicators of a developing stroke. Acting quickly can prevent severe complications, including permanent vision loss or broader neurological damage. A simple self-check is to cover one eye at a time and note if vision is blurry, grayed, or distorted. Repeat on the other eye. Any sudden differences or trouble focusing should trigger immediate medical attention. Even though vision blur can seem minor, it is often the first warning signal that your brain is under distress. Recognizing it early and seeking urgent care can dramatically reduce long-term consequences. This symptom is subtle but critical. It's not something to wait out. If your sight suddenly feels strange or different in any way, treat it as an emergency because your brain is sending a clear and urgent message. Number 2, difficulty swallowing. Imagine sitting down for a meal, taking a bite, and suddenly food feels like it's getting stuck, or swallowing feels difficult and uncomfortable. This is not normal and can be a warning sign of a stroke happening within the next 72 hours. Difficulty swallowing, medically known as dysphagia, happens because the stroke temporarily interrupts signals between your brain and the muscles in your throat and mouth. Many people notice this symptom as a sudden struggle with saliva or liquids. You may cough unexpectedly while drinking water, or feel that swallowing requires more effort than usual. Sometimes it is subtle, and you might dismiss it as fatigue or throat irritation, but this symptom is critical. Ignoring it even for a few hours could lead to serious complications. The reason it's dangerous is that your body's normal reflexes to move food and liquid safely down your throat are compromised. This can increase the risk of choking or aspiration, where food enters the lungs, potentially causing infections or breathing issues. To recognize it, pay attention to sudden changes: food that slides down slowly, unusual coughing while eating, or a tight sensation in your throat. Even mild difficulty is enough reason to contact a doctor immediately. Early recognition and medical intervention are key to preventing a major stroke and reducing long-term damage. Although it may feel like a small, temporary inconvenience, dysphagia is your body's urgent signal. When paired with other signs like facial drooping or vision changes, it becomes a clear red flag. Acting fast is not optional. It could save your life and reduce permanent complications. Number 1, unexplained dizziness. Now imagine standing up to walk across a room and suddenly feeling off balance, as if the floor is shifting beneath your feet. You may feel lightheaded, disoriented, or unable to walk straight. This unexplained dizziness is one of the most subtle yet alarming warnings that a stroke may be imminent. This happens because the stroke can affect areas of the brain responsible for balance and coordination. Even a minor disruption in blood flow can make your body feel unsteady. You might stumble slightly, sway while walking, or find that turning your head triggers a sudden dizzy spell. These moments are brief, but they are critical signs of neurological stress. Dizziness can also be accompanied by other subtle symptoms: slight nausea, tingling in limbs, or a sense of heaviness on one side of the body. Many people ignore these signs, attributing them to fatigue, dehydration, or low blood sugar. But when dizziness appears suddenly and without explanation, it should never be dismissed. If you experience this, it's vital to sit or lie down immediately and seek medical attention. Avoid driving or operating machinery. Early intervention can prevent a minor episode from escalating into a full-blown stroke. Your body is giving urgent feedback that something is seriously wrong. Unexplained dizziness, especially combined with any other warning signs like facial drooping, arm weakness, or blurred vision, is a red alert. Recognizing it early and acting quickly can dramatically improve outcomes, minimize brain damage, and potentially save your life. A very important point is that recognizing these signs early can literally save your life. Whether it's facial drooping, sudden arm weakness, blurred vision, difficulty swallowing, or unexplained dizziness, each of these symptoms signals that your brain's blood flow may be compromised. Even if the changes seem small or temporary, they should never be ignored. If you notice any one of these warning signs, it's critical to contact a doctor immediately. Do not wait for symptoms to disappear or assume it's just fatigue or stress. A timely checkup allows medical professionals to assess your condition, run tests, and take steps that can prevent a full-blown stroke. Early intervention dramatically improves recovery outcomes and reduces long-term complications. Practical steps include noting the exact time the symptom appeared, having someone accompany you to the doctor if possible, and explaining all recent changes in your body clearly. This information helps healthcare providers act quickly and effectively. Remember, stroke symptoms can progress rapidly, and every minute counts. Your awareness and prompt action are your strongest tools. Even small, subtle signs should be treated with urgency. Don't underestimate what your body is trying to tell you. Medical evaluation is essential, and ignoring early warnings can have serious consequences. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a healthcare professional if you notice any unusual symptoms or have concerns about your health. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Share which of these warning signs you've noticed or will check for. Quick recognition and timely action can make all the difference, helping you or your loved ones stay safe and healthy.